I want to show you guys real quick because this will be my first in the water haul that I'm doing, and I got my regel kit here. I've washed the boat. I spent yesterday washing and cleaning the boat, and today I'm going to take my cleaner right here, mix it in a bottle. So I got a spray bottle. I went to the store and bought a spray bottle, and I'm going to mix that up, and then I'm going to use my pads that I got in my regel kit and go over the whole hull and transom here because we'll get ready to regel this part of it. But I want to walk over here to another boat that I'm actually out here on and show you why that one's not a good candidate for in the water. Because see how high that blue line is right there from the water line? So it gives me room to work. And see how that blue line, it goes down underneath, and the bottom paint is underneath that blue line, but here in the back it's not. So I would not regel this boat in the water. This particular one's being pulled out of the water, and it is going to get regeled, but it's going to get regeled out of the water. Examples, that would be a good one. You could do this one in the water. This is another good one. You could do this one in the water. Turned me on to this product a long time ago, and what I'm doing right now is just wiping down the whole hull. And I'm coming here, and any rub marks, I just had a bunch of them right here, and I took my rag and just put some on there, and now I'm cleaning those off before I start the actual cleaning with the regel stuff. I pulled my regel pre-wash, and now that's what I'm going to do is mix it up in this jar and spray it on and start cleaning the hull. So I'm just getting all that old dead paint off there. You can see on the back side here, just getting all that dead stuff off there. So I've completely scrubbed the hull with the scrub pad and the solution. Now I'm gonna go through, rinse the entire hull. Might use a slight detergent, rinse it all off here real quick, and then use a slight detergent with some soap. And then a really good rinse. And then I'll get all the water marks off, and then it should be ready. Then it'll be ready for the degreaser. Should be ready for the degreaser, and then I can start gel coating. Right now I'm just prepping this side, the port side, and the stern. So you see all that suds I'm getting off there. You see the soap coming off. I want to get all of that off. And this is just like anything else. The more you spend on your prep and getting it all ready, probably the better results. Just like anything else in life, there's no easy way out of anything. So take your time, do this correctly, and your results should be amazing. Like the temperature is absolutely perfect, the wind, everything will matter. See how right now I'm not getting any soap off there. Pretty much what you see from the wetness is what I should see after the regel. And see, like these spots right here, these white spots, I did buy something to take help with those, but that's not what the regel does. It doesn't fix these spots right here. It's just rejuvenating this old paint. All right, guys, so I'm getting ready here to put the gel coat on. I'm gonna do this, the port side and the stern. And I put these little pieces of tape marker on there, and that's because that's gonna be my stopping and starting point. So it's important that I know that. I kind of get my game plan. I've kind of walked the boat. I'm gonna get somebody to help me with the lines, and they're gonna pull the boat in, and then they're gonna adjust the lines for me as I go. And that should be all we need to do. to get the product applied. This will be the first in the water test up for the product. Things too is this is a small kit right here. So I wanted to see if I can do this entire haul with one small kit. And I believe I can. You can do a regular about a 18, 20 foot boat with the small kit, but that's inside and outside. So we'll see if we can do it a 40-foot haul, just the haul now. I think if I was doing the entire boat, I would have to have the big kit because you would have to break this down into 3, the hull, this section, which would take a lot of the regel for that one. And then you'd have the top deck. So it would take the big $600 package. I think if I was just doing like this section right here, or the top and the hull, that would be a medium package. If I wanted to do the whole boat, it would be the big package. Not applying any pressure back. Eve, is there a way you can pull the boat? So that's that's a reflection right there. That's not a flaw in the thing. That's all reflection right there. Unbelievable. Looks so amazing. Now the important part here is that you see me with Eve. He's working my lines and keeping the boat off the dock. But this looks unbelievable. Can't wait to see it. We did it just as dusk coming out here, so that the product will lay on here really nice. And we got a good plan and we laid it out the way we wanted to, but unbelievable. All right, guys, good morning. Captain Paul, and today is the 3rd day on the main ship 400 and doing this regel thing. Got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and one thing that is going to be a huge surprise to a lot of people. I've talked about this trawler school for a long time with several people, and I think it's going to be a reality. All right, so this morning, let's look at this thing. Wow, it doesn't even look like that's possible. Look at the shine on that. Whew. So this morning I got a little something. You see those little white things there? I'm going to do a little something. I'm going to look for any spots that I missed. Look at that. Unfreaking believable. That's reflection from the water. Oh my God. This is going to be, I think regel is it's going to change boating, good and bad. Also, while I'm here and we're talking about regel for a minute this morning, this is what this video is all about, is, we're going to get good and bad, because some people are going to rush this and some people are going to do it in too much sunlight and some people are going to do it too much wind. And they're not going to do it properly, and we are going to get bad reviews because of that. There's no shortcuts to anything, just like in anything in life. And if you do this correctly, it's a very easy product to apply. I'm 62 years old. I'm in no different shape than any other 62-year-old guy, and I'm able to do it. And if you can wash your boat, this is what we always preach, if you can wash your boat, you can apply this product. But it does take time, and there is a slight learning curve, just like anything else. And anybody's welcome to call me, and we'll talk about it before you apply the product. And we're working on crews that you can just pay to come out and apply. You purchase the product, we'll send the crew out there, and they'll apply it for you for a price. So we are working on all these things. It will happen, just like everything else, but you got to be patient. So this morning, what I'm looking for, there was 2 spots I saw right here. You see this little spot right here, and that I need to put just a little bit of regel on there and right there. And so I'm gonna hit those spots, and then I'm gonna add some tint into there, and then I'm gonna hit that big white spot right there, and just see how it reacts with the gel coat that I mix up. And then I'm going to flip the boat. I got another project to do on the 4788. Then we're gonna come back here, flip the boat, and do the other side, and then call this one done. And so far, no bullshit, I've got 1 full day in this, so that would be 8, 10. I probably have less than 15 hours in this hull right now, and I'd say when I'm done, I'll probably have somewhere around 20 hours total in the hull, and 1 small kit. I'm seeing a lot of comments on the product of how much product do I need for like an 18-foot boat. You need the small kit for and you can see how this is a side that's not done. So you can just, it's dull, it's uneven, it needs to be waxed. This is just washed, and it's in pretty rough shape actually. So I'm flipping around the main ship here, and then so we can start on that starboard side. So anyway, there's Eve waiting for me. I'll pull it into the slip, and then get it tied off the way I want it, and then get it staged to do this starboard side. All right, guys, so today what I'm doing is prepping this side. This side is done. It made a huge transformation on this hull, and the maintenance on the hull will be much, much better. I want to come back in about a month and wax it. And then this is the other side. Somehow this boat has been seen some damage. So what I did is take a razor and I scraped down these edges, make them look a little bit nicer. I did that in a couple spots. I think this boat has a lot of dock rash from either somebody that didn't know how to drive it, or it got caught in a storm in the marina. So right now what I'm going to do is take off. I saw a couple spots on here where I want to take off this dock rash right here. This is regular dock rash right here, and that one material that I use, that's what I'm going to take off right now. So this is the chemical that I'm using right here to remove that dock rash. So you got to identify the difference. Like this right here is dock rash from this right here, from the actual dock. This is that rubber piece that goes on here, and when you hit it, it'll leave these marks like this, and that product does the best taking it off that I've ever found. This right here, that's not going to come off of there. So you can see how we're applying the coat. I'm going nice and slow all the way down this side. All right, guys, it was a lot of work, but this haul is done, and it is 1 small kit on this 40-foot. And that even gave me just a smidge for a little bit of touch-up. I mixed a little bit too much on this last one too. I mixed 3 cc's, and I probably could have done it with probably 2.5 cc's. And then I would have had a little more for tomorrow to touch up a couple little spots. But it looks really, really good. Turned out amazing. I'm really happy with it. And we got a good base coat. Like we can expand on this, especially when the boat comes out of the water. We'll be able to really, really dial it in even a little bit more when it's out of the water. Captain Paul, if you got any questions, need any help, please feel free to reach out. Leave your comment down below. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. And I'm looking for boats. I want one down in the Florida Keys. that we can take over to Marathon Boatyard, train those guys. It's not going to be done for free. You're going to buy the product and pay the labor. That's letting the Marathon Boatyard do it, and it's cheaper than buffing your boat out or paying a detailer. So like this haul right here, $2,500. That's materials and labor to do a haul like this, which you can't even get them buffed out for that anymore, and it only lasts 6 months. When you guys are looking at this one, the way I want you to look at this is it's not going to turn out any different than paying a detailer to buff out this hull. He's not going to go in there and start changing colors and all of that stuff. This hull has a little bit of damage. I believe it's from a storm. So look at it that way, and if you look at it that way, it's absolutely amazing. Like there's no wax job that could even come close to doing something like this. And then what this does for the hull is just a whole nother game changer, and the ease of cleaning after it's applied and everything. If you look at the big picture, there's not going to be a better product on the market, and least expensive. So all you DIY guys, you want your hull looking like this and you have gel coat, this is what you can do. Anyway guys, peace out. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and again, just feel free to reach out anytime.